It's live.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to our open book. Very good to be with you. Let us know the sound and the audio is. Anybody coming to see us? I know it's early there. You must have all kinds of things to do.
Yes.
What?
People are joining. Hello, Eleanor. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Brooke. Hello, SR. Hello, Rhonda. Yes, it sounds good.
Oh, okay. I know you have a lot to do because it's 9 a.m. in the West Coast, isn't it?
No, it's even earlier.
9:15.
Hello, William and Rick.
But very good.
Oh, yes, it is 9. Sorry.
Yeah. And noon 15 in the Eastern time zone, and it's 11:15 in Chicago.
Where
God's own
most
time
important,
zone, right? That's where life was created. That's where God was. And yea, verily, the Michigan Avenue Bridge was created. Did you know that's how it was created?
No.
Yeah, it's true. So, being here, we're going to read again about Normandy. Our friends at University of Chicago Press alerted me to D-Day Through French Eyes, a book that came out about 10 years ago, Normandy, 1944, by the University of Wisconsin historian Mary Louise Roberts. And it is account of Normans, who I have always called Normandians. I guess I have that wrong.
Darling, you can call them whatever you want.
You're being very kind. In any event, or at least Dr. Roberts says Normans.
Is it yes, okay, Dr. Roberts, yes. I would follow Dr. Roberts.
Yeah, I err on the side of courtesy. Yeah.
In French, it's des Normands. People who live, are Normans. So
I guess it would be Normans then.
Yes, as Rhonda says, Vikings. Yes, originally it was very much Vikings who settled this area. Yes.
Wow, guys swinging clubs and
originally, yes.
That would explain the people I saw this morning. Yeah. All right. So let me read. Professor Roberts opens chapter 1, The Night of All Nights. This, of course, 82 years ago. Daisy is with us.
Sorry, Daisy's on my lap, but
Speaking
it's balancing on my lap, and it's not very easy.
Although I think of Daisy as Parisian.
I thought she was from New York. Okay, onward.
All right. For Normans, the invasion began with noise. Just before midnight on Monday night, the 5th of June, hundreds of airplanes could be heard flying south over the Cotentin Peninsula. Conten.
Cotentin, yeah, the Cotentin, which is sort of the arm of France that goes up.
Flying south over the Cotentin Peninsula.
Cotentin, yes.
As I was saying. Thank you, darling. The constant rumble of plane engines and the distant roar of artillery. Those two sounds combined to create what one has called a ceaseless storm. Together, they awakened thousands of Normans from their deepest sleep of the night. They rose from their beds, ran outside in their nightclothes, peered at the sky, and tried to figure out what was happening. Is this it? They wondered, overcome with fear and excitement. The sound of airplanes was by no means a novel phenomenon. In the past month, civilians had grown accustomed to planes flying overhead, hundreds of them, almost every night. I don't think I knew that, did you?
No, this is amazing. It's true. Can you imagine what they must have felt?
Yes. Allied bombing of strategic sites throughout northern France had become a common event, but this night was different. Something new was happening. The aircraft were flying close to the ground and reaching targets. In response, German machine guns and artillery were firing furiously, contributing to the din. Soon the Norman night was filled with strange sights as well as sounds, the landing of parachutes and gliders, the dancing lights of artillery, the red glow of villages in flames. And the sights were terrible, frightening, but also oddly beautiful. In her memoir, Madame Hamel Hatteau, Hateau, a school teacher in Neuville-en-Plaine, whatever it is, Near
next time I'll look at them
yeah, like
first.
near this one I know, Saint-Mary-Église, right?
Yes.
Near Saint-Mary-Église captures the dreamlike magic of the night. Hamel Hoteau lived close to the village school and spoke some English. The paratrooper she meets is a pathfinder sent to illuminate the landing areas for thousands of paratroopers who would soon land in Normandy to begin the invasion. He's one of the very first American servicemen to arrive in France. So she wrote. In the month of June, the days no longer have an end, and the night is really just a long twilight because the darkness is never complete. Around 10 p.m., I have just gone to bed next to my mother. We are both sleeping on a day bed that we open up every night in the common room. Since the evacuation of Cherbourg, we have given our bedroom to my grandparents. The day bed faces the window itself wide open on the night. In this way, from my bed, I am taking a moment to reflect on the end of this beautiful day. With sadness, I think of a similar night in 1940 when my boyfriend, Jean, had left to join the Free French. I'd received news that he had landed in North Africa, so perhaps he was now in Italy. Perhaps it will be soon, I thought, but then refused to let my mind wander further. It was time to go to sleep. Abruptly, the noise of airplanes break the night silence. We've gotten used to that sound since there are no military targets here and the railway is more than 5 miles away. We normally do not pay attention. But the noise gets louder and the sky begins to light up and get red. I rise out of bed and soon the whole family is up. We go out into the courtyard. There, everything seems calm. The only thing you can hear is the distant murmur of a bombardment in the direction of Quilleville. Quineville.
Yeah, it sounds like Kinville.
Quinville.
Yeah, Ville.
There seems to be an endless number of planes mysteriously roaming about. Their engines created an incessant hum. Then the noise decreases and becomes vague and distant. It's just like the last time, says my mother, when they had to bomb the Black House on the coast. We all go back to bed. Mama goes to sleep right away, but I sit on my bed and continue to study the rectangle, cloudless night carved out by the window. The need to sleep slowly overwhelms me, but my eyes remain wide open. It is in this sort of half sleep that I begin to see fantastic shadows, somber shapes against the clear blackness of the sky. Like big black umbrellas, they rain down on the fields across the way and disappear. What do you think she's seeing?
Parachutes. Yeah.
No, I am not dreaming. Grandma was also not sleeping and saw them from the window of the bedroom. I wake up Mama and
Wow,
my
can you
aunt.
imagine how extraordinary?
Wow. We hurriedly get dressed and go out into the courtyard. Once again, the sky is filled with continuous, ever intensifying hum. The hedgerows are alive with a strange crackling sound. Monsieur Dumont, the neighbor across the street, a widower who lives with his 3 children, has also come out of his house. He comes towards us and shows me, hanging on the edge of the roof courtyard, a parachute. The Dumont kids follow their father and join us in the school courtyard, but the night has not yet revealed its secret. An impatient curiosity is stronger than the fear that grips me. I leave the courtyard and make my way onto the road. At the fence of a neighboring field, a man is sitting on the edge of the embankment. He is harnessed with big bags and armed from head to foot, rifle, pistol, and some sort of knife. He makes a sign for me to approach. In English, I ask him if his plane was shot down. He negates that and in a low voice shoots back the incredible news. It's the invasion.
Oh,
Thousands and thousands of paratroopers landing in this countryside tonight. His French is excellent. I am an American soldier, but I speak your language. My mother is a French woman of the Basses-Pyrenees. I ask him what is going on along the coast. Are there landings? And what about the Germans? I was babbling. My emotions were overwhelming. Ignoring my questions, he asked me about the proximity of the enemy and its relative presence in the area. I reassured him there are no Germans here. The closest troops are in Sommer-Église, almost 2 kilometers.
That's too close.
That's too close. The American tells me he would like to look at his map in a place where the light of his electrical torch will not be easily spotted. I propose he come inside our house. He hesitates because he fears, he says, in the event that the Germans unexpectedly appear, he will put us in danger. I insist. Monsieur Dumont and my old aunt are going to watch the area around the school, one in front and the other in the back. Then the soldier follows us limping. He explains to me that he sprained his ankle on landing, but he would not let me care for him. There are many things more important. In the classroom, to which Grandmama, Mama, and the Dumont children follow us, he takes off one of his 3-4 satchels, tears off the sticky little bands that sealed it out, and takes out maps. He spreads them out on a desk. It is a map of the region. He asked me to show him his precise location. He is astonished to discover how far he is from his targets. The railway track and the little river bordering the Nouvelle swamp toward the west.
This is wonderful.
I show him the road to follow in order to arrive there where he is supposed to meet his comrades. He looks at his watch. Without thinking, I do as well. It is 11:20 p.m. He folds up his map, removes any trace of his presence, and after taking some chocolate out of his pocket, which he gives to the children, so flabbergasted they forget to eat, he leaves us. He's perfectly calm and self-controlled, but the hand I shake is a little sweaty and stiff. I wish him luck in a voice that tries to be cheerful, and he adds in English so that I can understand. The days to come are going to be terrible. Good luck, mademoiselle. Thank you. I will not forget you for the rest of my life. And he disappears like a vision in a dream. Once again, the mystery of the night deepens. We stay outside waiting for who knows what, keeping our voices low. Suddenly there is an extraordinary blaze of light. The horizon in the direction of the sea lights up as if reflecting an immense fire that has been lit over the ocean. The formidable growl of marine artillery can be heard even here, although muffled by and submerged in a multitude of other inchoate sounds. The black silhouettes of airplanes arrive in the clouds and turn around in the sky. One of them passes just above our little school. It puts on its lights and releases what? For an instant, we think it's a stick of bombs, but we are only starting to throw ourselves on the ground when the parachutes open and float down like a mass of bubbles in the clear night. They scatter before disappearing in the confusion of the nocturnal countryside. Another airplane passes over and releases its cargo. At first, the parachutes seem carried by the wake of the plane, then they drop downward. Finally, the silk domes open. The descent gets slower and slower as they approach the ground. Those men, whose dangling legs can clearly be seen, get there a little more rapidly than those who hold bags of foodstuffs, equipment, and ammunition. In a few moments, the sky is nothing more than an immense ballet of parachutes.
My goodness.
The spectacle on the earth is no less extraordinary. From all corners of the countryside shoot bursts of multicolored rockets as if thrown by invisible jugglers. In the fields all around us, big black planes slide silently toward the earth. Like Flying Dutchmen, they land as if in a dream. These are the first group of gliders. Our parachute has been part of a group of scouts sent to signal the descent and landing zones. Let me read just a bit more.
Please.
The French had been waiting for days, for months, for years. No one knew the timing or the location of the invasion, but everyone had an opinion. There had been several false alarms, most famously the disaster at Dieppe in 1942. Normans hoped that this time the landing would be different. Throughout the spring of 1944, the invasion was considered imminent, yet it never came. As a result, many people began to lose faith the Allies would ever land. When the debarkment finally did occur, many Normans struggled to believe it was actually taking place. Bernard Goubin's account of the morning demonstrates just how hard it was to accept that great day had arrived. An adolescent at the time, Goubin lived with his family in the village of Fertmes, southeast of Caen. Although close enough to battle to hear it clearly, the villagers would have to wait until August 14 to be liberated. So Bernard Goubin writes, it began a few moments before midnight, a muffled, continuous noise. Difficult to sleep in such conditions. Thunder, my mother thought, as she struggled in vain to stay in her first deep sleep of the night. The muffled noise lasted until 8:30 a.m. At first I heard nothing. Being in the 4th month of my 15th year, I always slept soundly, but the prolonged rumbling quickly woke me up. Even after a few minutes, my parents and I were still unable to close our eyes. We talked to each other from our respective rooms, doors half open. Something unusual is going on, said my mother. What if they've landed? I replied, noting that the noise was coming from the north. My father agreed. They'd been telling us for weeks they were coming. Eventually they have to arrive, he remarked. In the street, people started to appear, their faces swollen for lack of sleep. They let out whoops of joy. They have landed, declared the enthusiast. Do you really think so? Replied the skeptics. Absolutely. I heard it on the radio. Perhaps you misunderstood, responded the disbelievers. If they had really landed, that would have made still another uproar. In fact, my mother had been right. Something unusual and yet very real had happened. 12:30 p.m., the BBC confirmed it. At 6 p.m., de Gaulle declared the Battle of France is engaged. After 4 years of occupation, it was hard for us to believe, and it was happening in our own backyard. Yes, right here in Normandy. The thunder was, in fact, bombs and artillery which had been pounding our coast all night. Boy, that's gripping, isn't it?
It's gripping. That's wonderful that they sent this to you.
Yeah, there's some more we might dip into at some point, too.
This is a great account.
Mary Louise Roberts, D-Day through Franchise, Normandy, 1944.
Published by
University of Chicago Press. Of course.
Mais oui.
Did you have to ask, Shirley? Well, thanks very much for being with us.
And did anyone get Scott's first dispatch using
Yes, Substack, yes.
Using the mail function about the seagulls? We're going to try to do more of those if it worked.
We don't mean Robert Siegel, do we?
No.
No. Although he's welcome. All right. Thanks very much for being with us this afternoon and tonight on our open book. See you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Watch out, Daisy. No.